When the manifolds come in, we set them down on the floor here, and then we go through them before they go out on the floor, just a quick visual inspection. We're looking for any cosmetic defects, right? These are customer-facing parts. Customer's gonna see this in their brand new truck. Oh, what's this? It's got a dent in it, you know? So we make sure that those parts never even make it onto the machines. They would just do a visual inspection, make sure there's no porosity. Like you can see here, there's a little bit of porosity, but that all gets machined off. Take a look inside, make sure there's no tumbling stones. And tumbling stones are what they use at the foundry to take off most of the sharp edges and the flashing that's left behind from casting. So there's sometimes when the tumbling stones get worn down, they get stuck inside. Most of the time they don't though. But it is something we need to watch out for here. We do that first initial inspection just to see if the whole batch is good enough to even come onto the floor. Once it comes onto the floor, you can come over here, you'll notice that our operator has already checked all of these parts. He's ready to load these in, and he'll stamp them. Each one, after he does his visual inspection, he gives it his own personalized stamp, so that if anything does happen, we can trace it back how and where it came from. Just an extra layer of quality assurance right up front before it even makes it into the machine. Our machines run as efficiently as possible. And to do that, we have, the machine is running parts right now. We also have the other pallet ready to go for when that pallet's done. We're not sitting here wasting half an hour loading parts while the machine's not running. Just keeps our efficiency up and cuts costs for the customer as well. With the orange and yellow light, it tells me that inside is finished. I'm just gonna double check, make sure that this stuff is all loaded properly. Good, good. Good. Okay. So now when I hit ready, it's gonna go ahead and do the pallet change, bring our finished parts out. And if you go around the front, you'll see it's gonna start running the probe. So it goes in and it touches off on each part to make sure that we're getting those whole locations perfect. You can see inside our machine's running. These parts in this configuration run for about 2 hours, give or take a few minutes. There's actually multiple operations on that pallet, but you're putting 4 raw stock parts in. When it comes out, you're taking 4 finished parts out. So once it comes out of the machine, the operator then is gonna take his grinding wheel and he's gonna go around all the sharp edges around the mating surfaces so that when it goes onto the second operation, there's no burrs that can affect the second operation. Once he's done with the second operation, you can see all the top is done, all this is all done. So now the operator has to come in by hand and make sure there's no sharp edges anywhere that the customer is going to cut themselves on or that can cut anything inside your truck. But mostly it's just for handling so that we can handle this anywhere you want without hurting yourself. Especially with these Hemis. The Hemis have a history of breaking studs. So what we've done is we've increased the height of your standoffs and given you a spacer on top of that, which gives your hardware much more play so that it doesn't break that stud. And that's how that's why these things are flying off the shelf. It's just because we take a lot of time to make them right. I've got 3 of these machines all running Hemis. You guys just want them so bad. That is what goes right down onto your head. Now it gets painted with that heat resistant paint and also gets a gasket afterwards. But if there's any imperfections in here, you're gonna have leakage, you're gonna have, you could throw engine codes. So we make sure that these are beautiful. Here it goes right into the box, and then we send it off to our other facility where it gets painted and then wrapped up into a kit and sent straight out the door. Not all the manifolds go through the same process because some of our manifolds are two-piece manifolds. They require a bit more, the fitment has to be just right. The tolerances inside, especially the slip joint here, are quite tight. They have to seal under heat, but not seal so hard that they can't slip. The benefit of the slip joint is it doesn't break the manifold. The whole reason that we're making these manifolds is because they break from the constant heat and cool. Eventually they break in the middle. And that's why the slip joint is a great design. That slip joint takes all the stress out of your head and out of your header. Everything that you see here is setups for different jobs that we have on our different machines. All the jobs that are down here are all setups that we have made in-house on our own machines that go into the Akumas specifically. Everything on the carts goes into the Akumas. We make all of these fixtures in-house to reduce our setup times. Setup times, we're not making chips. We're not making any production. It's just wasted time. So we take a lot of time and effort into making sure our fixtures are beautiful, and then that way it reduces our setup time a lot. Here at BD, we make sure that we do it right.